So I have this OmniKey 101 keyboard here. It's a mechanical keyboard that I trash picked actually a few weeks ago, and it has white Alp switches. It's a 1980s model. This one was built in 1992 actually, but it was designed to go with the IBM PC compatibles. So this one has dip switches in it that will allow it to talk to the various Tandy machines, 1000, 2000, the IBM XT, and AT. That's what it was. Yes, and a few others. But anyways, in this video, I'll be tearing this thing down, cleaning it up. It was in really nasty shape when I first got it, physically in good shape, but dirty, very dirty, and really disgusting to touch. So yeah, so I'll be cleaning it up, and I had to get some adapters to use it with my current PC, which, as you'll see later, I was shipped actually the wrong adapter by an eBay seller, which that cost me some time. And then I'll test it out. Enjoy. So I haven't looked under the keyboard yet. So far all I've really done is clean out the tops of the keycaps, and clean the top panel off. Top panel is still a little yellow looking. I might apply some Retro Bright, or some homebrew version of Retro Bright. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's this whole assembly. Okay. So it looks like we've got an inductor of some sort right there. It's hot glued in there. A connector here. Or a cable. I'm actually not going to pull that off. Let's look underneath here. Be careful not to apply too much tension to that cable. Alright, looks like we've got... Okay, so the way the board is actually connected here, so it looks like we've got some... Yes, these are machine screws, and they've been soldered on there. That's interesting. Okay, looks like we've got some info here. Let's see, OmniKey 101, rollover, or NKEY, rollover, Rev 2.0, April 16th, 1991. Oh, you guys can't see that. Bring this guy up here. Let's see if I can focus. Yeah, OmniKey 101, revision 2.0, April 16th, 1991. Got this dust worm. You know what? I think I am going to disconnect this cable here. Maybe not. Okay, change my mind about that twice. Just wipe the dust out here. Yeah, so those screws that went through the board, they come into these nuts that are inset into this piece of metal here. It's seems like a pretty solid mounting method to me. Okay, let's put this back on. Fighting gravity here. Note that the bottom shell is some kind of metal, probably steel. These magnetic screws are, this magnetic screwdriver is a little annoying. Looks like still a bit of misalignment here. It's okay, Jimmy. These guys are a little dirty. Also, this bit right here opens up. Be careful not to pull that too hard. It's not very firm in there. Just a plastic hinge that's just snapped onto 2 pins. But we've got our dip switches in there for different protocols. And then this button right here, I don't actually know what it does, but it's probably some sort of reset button. So I'll have to check that out in the manual. So here I am, very excitedly opening up this package, only to find that the adapter that was shipped to me was the incorrect one. I didn't mess it up. I actually ordered the right one, and they just sent me a different one. So yeah, that cost me a couple weeks, but it's okay. I got a new one. It's a 5-pin DIN to the PS2 connector. So I'm using the PS2 input on my current motherboard. So I've got my OmniKey 101 keyboard here that I trash picked a couple weeks ago. And I googled keyboard tester and have this web app up, and we're gonna give it a go and see what works. Print screen. I don't know. I don't actually know how print screen works, but it seems that it actuates every other time you press it. I don't know if that's right or not. I'll have to look that up.
Off.
Oh, numlock. Just finish off the numpad here. Oh, yep. Okay. The trouble with testing a keyboard in a web app is that the keys do things. The bottom row, I think, is working now. There's no Windows key. Okay, yeah, so this looks good. Yeah, I think that this thing is working okay. I'll have to look into the print screen thing. I'm not really sure about that. The only kind of weird thing is the escape key. The escape key is not very clicky. It works, but it's not clicky like the rest of them. So that's F1, that's escape. So I don't know, I pulled the cap off and it looks like it's a white Alps just like the rest of these are. But anyways, key presses are really heavy on this thing. You really have to beat it. But I look forward to testing this thing out over the next few weeks and seeing if I really like it. Yeah.